Welcome to the Prayer Center at St. Christopher. We are located at what was the old Ocean View Conference Center when it was first built back in the 70s. But for the last 4 years, as this building stands in the center of the Conference Center campus, it is the Center for Prayer. It was made very evident to those of us that live and move and have our being here in this place on a regular basis, that God wanted us to raise up prayer all the more at the center of all that we do. And this building now serves as a place for my staff to gather 3 times a day, not all of them, but representatives of different departments, but at 8:30, 12:30, and 5 o'clock every weekday, to lift up this place in prayer, to lift up our bishop and this diocese, to lift up missionaries that we've been blessed to welcome here in this place from throughout the world, and to indeed lift up the need for healing. This is a place of healing, a place of healing prayer, a center for prayer, and the center of all that is St. Christopher.
In view of your great mercy, I lay my life down as a morning sacrifice for you, choosing to die to self. I ask you to pour your mighty resurrection power through me, that Jesus may be revealed, changing me and redeeming the world. Amen.
My role as the chaplain to the Prayer Center is to facilitate this place as a place set apart for prayer and to facilitate the ministry of this place. What that means in reality, in day-to-day reality, is that Tuesdays and Thursdays are my days to be out here at camp, and I do a midweek Eucharist, which is a healing service Eucharist where we offer prayers for healing Tuesdays at 12:30. We also have intercessory days every quarter or so where we bring people out on Saturday to walk the grounds and pray for the specific needs of Camp St. Christopher. I also welcome people in to have prayer appointments and to minister to both the staff of Camp St. Christopher as a chaplain to the staff and also to the wider diocese and even the wider community for prayer appointments and specific needs of healing that might need to be addressed. This is the place where they can come and I can meet with them and pray for them. Just see how the Lord wants to touch and minister to them in their lives.
The Prayer Center of St. Christopher was born from a vision to set aside a place where people could intentionally come together for prayer, and a place in the midst of what can be a very busy campus that would never be reserved for groups outside of groups coming for very intentional purposes to pray. It's a place that many in the diocese have found to come and spend a day, a quiet day set apart. Simply listen to what the Lord would want them to hear. A place where they could meet quietly with someone else to pray with and for each other. A place where people can come for actual appointments to receive prayer, either from myself or Father Rob Coons, or for other prayer ministers that we're happy to come and have share this place to be a place of healing.
Heavenly Father, Lord of all creation, have mercy on St. Christopher, and have mercy on our land. Revive us, O Lord. Wake us up to your presence. Pour out your Holy Spirit upon us, and let your glory fill this place, that all may encounter you and experience the depths of your love and grace. Let your kingdom come in power, bring healing and wholeness to your people, for the sake of your Son, Jesus Christ. And in his holy name. Amen.
Personally, I've heard the Lord speak in this place on several occasions, but the most significant probably for me had to do with my life and with some unrecognized grief and loss in my life. I lost a sister to Down syndrome when I was about two and a half, and there was all kinds of unrecognized grief and loss in that when Allison died, and it never really got addressed. And one day I was sitting here saying my prayers and just kind of listening to the Lord, and I heard him say very clearly, get out your calendar. And the idea was that that I knew was supposed to look back to 1976, 77, 78, 79, and 80 and figure out how my sister and my brother and I all fit into that 5-year window of time. And God really used that to bring tremendous inner healing to me, just through understanding the space of that time and the loss that happened there. And it's really brought a lot of healing and reconciliation in my relationship with my parents even. And so it's a place to come and be still and to hear what the Lord has to say to you in your life, but it may be something very particular and very specific that he wants to address. And setting the time apart to come and be still here is what this place is all about.
This remains a quiet place in the center of St. Christopher, a quiet place that waits for you. If God is beckoning you in any way to come away to a quiet place that you might better hear his voice, that you might better discern what he would have you do at this stage of your life, then come. Come spend some time at St. Christopher. Come spend some time at the Prayer Center. You will hear God's voice. You will join with others that are sharing in a spiritual journey to seek and follow Jesus. Others that have indeed heard the Holy Spirit, experienced his presence in their lives. Then come. Come away to this quiet place. You will hear God speak.